Hey, welcome back, guys. In the last video, we looked at the financial, professional, and personal benefits of launching this business. And we also looked at some creative marketing strategies to explore. And ultimately, we're trying to decide, should we move forward with this or not? And we decided that this really depends on whether we can line up a key partner and whether we can find the perfect website theme to bring down those upfront costs and maybe a little more solution behind these marketing shortcomings. So in this video, I'm going to show you what the result was of exploring these three things and whether we're going to move forward with this business plan or not. So first and foremost, key partner. I had a key partner in mind. And so we went out to lunch and sat down and I told her the business plan and she was totally on board with it. She already had ambitions along these lines anyways. First and foremost, she has 3 of 4 key entrepreneurial characteristics, which I say is the bare minimum. You have to have 3 out of 4. She definitely has passion for this business model and this city that the business model pertains to, Oaxaca. She's definitely customer concentric and can really put herself in the shoes of a traveling customer. She has a lot of travel experience herself. And she has execution IQ, especially as it pertains to the activities and what our business is about, which is everything to do in Oaxaca. So she knows how to go about putting in the content of this website. And what she brings to the table, in my eyes, I'm looking for a partner that's going to complement my skill set and what I bring to the table. One thing I really lack is I'm somewhat new to this city, and she's lived here for 4 years. She has a really big social network and a lot of healthy local connections. She has a deep knowledge of the tourism industry around here. She's already involved in mezcal tours, and she really understands the mezcal culture. And she also has digital skills and just general professional experience. So I know that this is the type of person I can count on to be professional, and she has a track record of getting things done and working in professional environments. Both digitally and in the tourism market. And lastly, my key partner, I needed someone to do the travel agent service, someone with a social circle, and someone highly involved in the mezcal side of things. And she wants to do the travel agent service, she has the social circle, and she gives mezcal tours. So a big thumbs up on the key partner, and that is the major reason that we are going to end up moving forward. But it just got better from there. I sat down with someone who owns a local shop here, and they sell high-end products. They agreed that they would host some of our inventory and facilitate those transactions to people who bought products off our website, and now they need to go to a store and pick them up. This will be a great way for her to get customers into her store, and while they're picking up our merchandise, they might see some of her high-end merchandise, and this is going to benefit her, and so she may agree to facilitate that transaction for 100% free. So that was a huge headache off our plate. I also talked to one Airbnb friend, and he would be happy to help us and have his autoresponsor say, hey, use this website for planning your vacation. Not only was he willing to help us, but he said a big part of being an Airbnb host is people always are asking you questions on, can you help me with this? Where should I go for this? What's the best mezcal tour? And if he had a website to give them, this would really alleviate some of that stress that comes with being an Airbnb host. So he would be happy to pass that along. Perhaps other Airbnb hosts would be as well. And in the recent last days, we even have a possible photographer who is in the early stage of their career and would love an opportunity to showcase some of their photos and their journalism doing biographies. This is exactly what we're looking for, so perhaps we can task them with a few of our interviews and have that content created for us. So we even have helpful partners on board. Next, I wanted to look at website themes and plugins to see if we could find the perfect website. And what we did here is I went over to Envanto, amongst other search engine websites for finding the perfect website theme. And here's a decent option: to travel is to live. Here's a very simple option I wasn't particularly impressed with. This one caught my attention, but it was also too simple. And then this one here was one of my favorite options. We looked at some walking tour plugins to see how expensive and how much effort it would take to do a walking tour. And then I went on and I looked at some Divi themes as well. I picked out, I like this Divi theme, is nice and interactive. So I can buy this website as it sits for about, this one's about $20. And then I just put in my own photos and my own text, but everything's set up for me. At the end of the day, we actually gave it a thumbs down. We wanted to start from scratch because after designing our content for the website, we realized that we're looking for a very simplistic layout, because our website is supposed to be very simple and get away from information flow. So we actually don't need something too complicated here. And then, yeah, we looked at some different plugins for our with locals model, plugins that will help us review our with local services and so forth. And ultimately, it wasn't a home run finding the perfect website, but nonetheless, the tasks are divided amongst two people, so that's a pretty big win there. And then last but not least, we still have to address our marketing shortcomings. And just after talking to my partner and figuring out a little more about our competition, we realized one of the websites, Things to Do in Oaxaca, is actually someone we know quite well in our network, and they just have had this website sitting there for about 5 years, not really making money. And I went and had a meeting with them, and they want to give it a facelift, and they were even considering partnering with us, and we're going to have a meeting. But the amazing thing here is they have hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. So this market is much larger than I thought. And I'm considering looking into an affiliate partnership with this person. They don't have a revenue model. We have a way of creating a strong revenue model with our e-commerce, our tour guide, and our with locals. What if he really promoted our website from his website with an affiliate link, and we gave him, say, 25 or 30% of the revenue that came from his visitors that he redirected? Now we're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands, if not tens of thousands of visitors every single month, which is 10 times more than we predicted in our revenue model. So now we're starting to actually have a serious business opportunity on our hands, one that can make some serious money. So between having the perfect key partner, having 3 helpful partners lined up, realizing that our website ultimately is going to be quite simplistic, we don't need it to be too fancy, and this opportunity to partner with this person who has hundreds of thousands of visitors each year, for these 3 reasons, we are going to move forward with this opportunity. And in the next video, we are going to show you what our launch plan is for February to get the minimal viable product launched. So we're looking to build this out while working full-time on our day job in about 1 month, just working after work and working a few weekends. And then we have a long-term plan that spans about 4 months or so and takes us to the end of summer, where we hope to have a full product launch. So in the next video, I will show you that short-term and long-term business launch plan.